no problem about that context, but with extra classes we can always make up the sessions. Another important announcement that still remains is that the last date for submitting the presentation assignment, that is the assignment for marketing management, remains the same. We are not changing that because this was an online sort of a class, so we can always do that. But as far as the time limits for the assignments are concerned, we are sticking to it. Now, under some special cases, subject to certain special norms, we are going to be taking care of that on a one-to-one basis. But for all of you, the time remains the same. Um, I have seen here Atik is also here in, and I think Osama is also there. So Atik and Osama, thank you very much for joining the session. I would request you to please take care of the attendance of the students who exactly are present here. Um, Many of you are still in the process of joining, so not a problem, since it was not uh, aware about the session for today's. Many of you are joining late, so no problem about that. I would try to address most of your queries in today's session because I know many of you must be having certain type of queries. So we will try to address all your queries, and feel free to ask me. You can unmute your microphone and put your video on so that I can actually see you when I'm answering your questions. Any questions that you query that you have, you please unmute yourself and you can um, open your video so that we can actually talk to each other and sort out the issues. Many of your friends, like for example, who also have a similar sort of a query, would also find the answer to the query when you try to ask a question. So I think we can start if with any sort of a query that you have. First, let us get down to rescheduling our sessions. So, you know, we've got about 4 sessions a week, but we can always have some extended sessions on a daily basis, and that will take care of the classes that we have missed. Okay, so I think Osama has also joined the session. I would request Osama also to take care of the attendance requirements of the session for today. We've got about 53 of you who have joined. Thank you very much, Osama. Now let me try to first work on the schedule part of it. So, you know, we've got about four classes per week. So very quickly, let us try to work on the schedule as the first step, rescheduling the classes so that we can know how exactly we're going to make up with the sessions that we have actually lost. So in that context, what I would suggest is, please let me know some of the classes which are not there done. So Monday, we've got a session from 12:05 to 12:55. And Tuesday, we've got a session from 12:05 to 12:55, right? Can somebody give me? Okay, okay. Thank you, Sobia. What about from 12:55? Do we have any other class which is there?
Sir, we have MIS after that.
Okay, so that class is finished or it is still going on?
Sir, actually, ma'am is not well at the time, so she
Okay,
might not be taking the class, but she is taking, her course is not finished, so she is
okay,
taking the
okay,
class.
fine. So for the time when ma'am recovers, I'm going to engage that session. Okay, so from uh, so that session is from 11:15, right? Or is it from 12:05? 12:55.
So it is after your class.
Okay, okay, fine. So Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to take even ma'am's session. Okay, so for the time being, let us redefine the schedule. Monday and Tuesday, you'll be having 2 marketing classes. starting from 12:55, and it will go on till the second period, so that I can engage that session also for ma'am. So once she rejoins, then we will reschedule uh, to accommodate her classes. But for now, when the class is free, I would be engaging the class that is from 12:05 to onwards, the second class as well, that is from 12:55 to I think one from 2 till 2 o'clock. So from 12 to 2, I think we would be engaging our classes on Monday and Tuesday. So I think somebody of you can make a note, uh, that is, you can just put a note that is, I will, what I'll do is I'll just try to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take care of this. So I hope you can see this text file. I want a voice confirmation if you can.
Yes, sir, we can see.
So Monday we will be having the class from 12:05 till, so so that is about we will be giving you double the attendance as well. We'll be having about two sessions for these two, Monday and Tuesday. So that takes care of Monday and Tuesday. Then we've got a session on Friday and Saturday. So we've got a session on Friday and we've got a session on Saturday. Now Friday and Saturday we've got a session from 9:20 to 10. 9:20 to 10, and this is from on Friday we've got a session from 9:20 uh, till 10 a.m. and on Saturday we've got a session from 9:40 till 10 a.m. So let us look at these two sessions. Friday also, I think ma'am has a session before me, or she has a session after my session.
So before you.
Okay, okay. So it is from 8:40 till 9:30, right? For both the days? Okay, so let's keep it at 8:40 uh, till So let us keep it on Friday at that is 8:40 till 10 a.m. So that would be another two sessions on uh, Friday. And similarly for this class, that is 8:50, I think. That's the session 8:50 till 10:30. So let us keep it at 8:50 till 10:30. Again, I'll just try to see that we can exactly have. So we can try to wrap up something like around 8 classes a week, and I think I hope this is visible to all of you. I will just try to
Yes, sir.
no problem. I'll just try to increase the size. So I think now you can take a record of this Word file that I exactly have rescheduled over here for the revised marketing, rescheduled marketing sessions starting from tomorrow. Uh, that is from Monday, we can have a session from 12:05 to 2. Tuesday, we will be having another session. Now, this session would be from again the same slot, that is 12:05 to 2. And then Friday, we would be having a session from 8:40 till 10 a.m. And then Saturday, we'd be having a session from 8:50 till 10:30 a.m. So that would take care of 4 classes extra. That is, we exactly had 2 classes, but now we can actually have for 2 classes, we would be having 4 classes. Um, that is, 4 extra classes have been added to the classes per week. So that makes a total of about 8 classes a week. And I think with this sort of a rescheduling, I think we would be in a position to uh, take care of all the sessions. Thank you very much, Raza, for sharing this on the group as well. So I will be putting it on the group as well, already shared. So let us keep this as the revised schedule, and let us try to stick to the time frame. So I think this is clear to all of you that we have rescheduled our sessions from tomorrow onwards, and we would be taking care of this. Now, this was the first issue that we wanted to resolve for today's session. Now, there are a few more issues which I would be taking up today. Many of you have been trying to reach out to me, and I'm trying to address your concerns. So we will try to take care of all the issues that exactly are there so that you are at ease and we can presume with our sessions. And if there is any sort of a confusion, we can always sort it out. So if there is any sort of a confusion or problem or anything, feel free. I know many of you have queries regarding your assignment that you are going to be submitting, and you'll be getting scores for that. So I'm ready to answer to queries regarding that as well. Let me tell you with one simple single point statement that the last date remains the same. We are not changing any last date for the submission of the um, final assignment. Okay. So if you have any queries, feel free to speak up regarding assignment or any other query that you have. I'm ready to answer all your queries today, and then we shall resume with our classes from the next working day. Yes.
So can you please tell us the heads which we should include in the assignment?
Okay. So Kanishka has a query that she wants me to
Which are must to
include,
include?
which exactly are there. Kanishka, I have already discussed this many times, and probably many of you who have already completed your work, some of you have even submitted it to me. So it would not be proper to restate everything. There is no format that exactly I would be putting forth today, but some of the preferable things should be introduction, the genesis, the brand, how it came about, what exactly was the reasons behind it, what was the factors on the basis of which it came into existence, what were the underlying socio-economic and demographic or demand-based factors existing from the environmental, the different type of environmental factors that we have studied in marketing, which were the major reasons on the basis of which that product or a brand came into existence, what type of a demand it tried to serve, how exactly tried to reach out to the population. So technically everything about why exactly it came into existence. Then what exactly is the commercial, social, economic, political, ecological, and environmental domain that it tries to address. Also, everything and anything under the sun about its parent organizations, the history, the genealogy of how exactly it came into existence. Then coming down to the nuts and bolts of what the different type of marketing domains it tries to address, the different type of products and services, what types of the different type of marketing strategies it uses towards packaging its product or the product being into place, the variants, the sub components, what type of markets it caters to, what type of strategies it does, how exactly it goes about it, what exactly are the service USPs, how does it go about trying to take care of meeting the customer delight, and everything and anything about the product. So technically, uh, I cannot be putting it in black and white, but everything and anything under the sun about the product, which exactly has to be there, eligible for a 70 mark assignment, has to be there. So that exactly should sum up the question about what needs to be there in the contents of the assignment. So I hope I have been able to give a saturation orientation to the question that was put forth by Kanishka. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any
Now
other
it's more
question?
clear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes. Anybody else with any other query? I of course had some queries which came in. So before you come in, I'll try to put forth. There were some sort of conflicts that was coming in because I could understand that somebody had a conflict with another individual, not on the basis of any other context, but the title of the brand. That is, two people were working on the same brand. They did not know, or probably they did not read it in the list. Who put it first? Who put it next? Or probably how exactly they are associated with that product, or the amount of affiliation somebody might be having with, or somebody might be having a very high level of liking for a specific type of a brand or product and would like to convert it into a assignment, or must have spent some amount of time doing that work. So these are some issues. So that would be only some level of isolated issues. So we exactly cannot do anything. We cannot turn back the wheel of the time, and we will not start be putting fingers at people like who made a mistake, who should have done what. But rather, since the time has already gone, so we cannot go back. I can also not ask you to try to redo a project, because if you've already done, but in case both the projects are same, ditto, in the same context, and we will try to evaluate, then we'll have to scrap both of them, and we will have to see something else that has to be done. But if not, then you leave it to me. I will take a call on, you can submit the same projects. I will decide on the nature of the work. The very reason was that I did not want people to work in collaboration where one is a working partner and one is a non-working partner, and the non-working partner takes the benefits of the working partner. That is why I wanted every project to be individual, and I wanted you to actually work on the project and come up with something very interesting. and have a complete overall knowledge about the background and the genesis, as well as the all the domains of the product that you exactly were trying to unravel about, and know everything about what marketing is, the core of that product, and how the brand exists. What is the personality, the virtual personality of that product, the asset value of that product. I wanted you to have an appreciation of this context. That exactly was the reason why I wanted you to all work on separate individual brands. But if there is a conflict, I will try to take a call on that. Don't worry about that. You can submit your assignments. Don't need to panic at this stage. If you've done a job individually, that will reflect. So don't worry about that. So if you have not done any sort of plagiarism or cheating or tried to copy from one another, you need not be worried about that. You have done your job. You have told me well in time, and you have submitted it. This would be there in isolated one or two cases. It would not be for everyone, so it does not concern everyone as such. But in case there is some sort of a glitch, you don't have to be worried. Let me put one more thing very clear at this perspective, that the last date for submission remains the same, that is 25th. We are not going to change that, but only in case of some students, unfortunately, whom I have personally know were infected with this virus, the COVID virus, and they were not well, or they are not currently well, and they are recapitulating. I will take a personal call on their submission. So that is the only exception I'm giving, but that is again based on my prerogative. I will not be making it as a standard protocol for everybody, and it should not become a precedent that आपने उनको जब late submit करने दिया तो मुझे क्यों नहीं? No, that does not go like that. This is, you should understand that this is in the interest of, unfortunately, those of your friends who were unfortunately infected with this virus because of whatsoever reason that may be. So we have to have a human orientation about it, and I'm very clear on this, that I would like to help anybody and everybody in any way possible, but ethically and legally, morally as well. I would not like to see that some of you get into any sort of a situation, because God forbid, we all are human beings and challenges can come to anybody. So we have to keep us the aspect of care and the aspect of sympathy and empathy in our lives, and we have to look at things differently for certain challenged situations, and not draw a stick for everyone. But at the same time, since we are a professional program, we have to ensure that professionality, we've got to learn how to be professional. So unfortunately, we have to stick to the time limit for people who are well off, people who are healthy. Alhamdulillah, I want you to stay that way. I want that all of you should stay healthy, because it is a big amount of drain psychologically, emotionally, and uh, with our health concerns. Uh, Emotional drain for our entire family, for our entire like management is also a family. So we also consider you as family members. So we want to see you all well. We want to see you all very happy. We want to see you all professionally developed. We want to see you all value added intellectually, and become management professionals. But then we want a sound head can only exist within a sound body. So that is the reason why we followed all the protocols which were laid down by either the university or by the government or by the state authority, and we observed them very strictly. And we will try to follow all the norms which exactly come into the play, because that is the prerequisite, because we have to follow rules. Rules are the basics for any individual and society and its existence. So that exactly is that. Of course, we know that you will not be at a loss, so that is why we decided to double the classes, make it twice the number of sessions, and try to make it up. So that is not a problem. Even the last date has been extended by another 10 days, I am told. So we will take care of everything, and Alhamdulillah, we are very confident that we will be able to take control of the situation. So I'm also using this platform to, so that in case any of you is not uh, like like well, or you feel that you want to speak out to me anything, you can either use this platform, or you can use my uh, own WhatsApp number. You can always call me up, or you can always text me, and I will take a personal call on individual situation. But that is not protocol, a standard protocol, and it should not be used as a precedent कि आपने उनको ये benefit दिया तो मुझे क्यों नहीं. See, everybody is different, everybody has different challenges, and we are living in challenging times. So uh, there are certain type of command and control situation which exactly I will hold on, but then I will see that I'm not going to take any sort of a biased decision. I will be very neutral, and I will be very professional on any sort of a decision that I'm going to take. So that exactly was something that I wanted to share with all of you. Was what I thought was what I wanted to transmit. If there is any sort of a query, any sort of a suggestion, any sort of a question, any sort of a doubt, you are most welcome to speak it out. Right? Yeah.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, Hafiz Imran.
Yes, sir. Also, what is the last date of submission of assignment?
25th, 25th
Okay,
of
sir.
May.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So,
Yes, Waris.
can you please share the email ID at which we meet? The email ID.
Okay. Yes. Actually, if you are going to send the another question by Varis, a very important and a very pertinent question which Varis has raised. Somebody else had also put forth to me a few days back. I just forgot about it. That is why I said that any question that comes to your mind, please shoot out. Um, Varis says, ask me what is the email ID. I'll be using a different email ID, not the regular one. I have got one regular email ID is asifalisayed@yahoo.com, wherein most of you are using it for sending me mails or anything. That's an open mail ID which I have for all my official correspondence and my personal correspondence as well. Uh, there is another mail ID which I'm going to just write it down again on the file that exactly is there, which I'm going to just present it. Now, I hope you can see the file. So we will be using this as the mail ID for submitting the assignment. I'll just make it a bit, I'll increase the size so that all of you can see it. So this is the mail ID which you can use it for sending your assignment.
Thank you.
So we will be, is the screen visible? I need a voice control. Okay.
Yes.
So now the file name of the assign so we will be using a standard protocol for marketing management MBA. You will be using MBA. then your roll number. Let's say your roll number is 01, and it should follow by a underscore and your enrollment number. This is
The enrollment number has not been provided.
okay, okay, okay. So you don't know your enrollment number?
No.
Okay, fine, not a problem. Now, technically, all of them, all in capitals. I hope this is clear. Now, in case you are a student of international business, it will be MBA IB 0, 01 underscore name underscore and or organization. Now, if you are a student of MBA and this is Islamic Banking and Finance, IBF. So it will be IF. What you can do is, I think what you can do is you can also put an underscore here. Yeah, that will be good. 01, then name, and then and okay, and then MBA Hospital Administration underscore 01 underscore name underscore brand. So this is how the file name should be. That is, you can have this context. This should be something like this. And what you can do is putting it this here.
Excuse me,
This will
sir.
be like this. Yes.
Sir, this is a bit confusing. Can we write our faculty number straight away? Because it includes.
No, 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 no. If you just write your faculty number, many of you again might be saying that people who have just been admitted, they actually the roll number is the faculty number only. Technically, your roll number is actually your faculty number,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? Your roll number, but you just write your numeric number. Don't write your entire thing. Just write the numeric number. It will help me sort out your individual names. Now, in case somebody makes a mistake, this is going to be very, very helpful for me to identify, because I'll have multiple checklists. I've got actually 4 groups. So you must observe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I've just put it as a standard protocol, and you can actually do it like this. But don't put the inverted commas. The inverted quotes is just generic. I have given you example is like this. The example is over here. So let's say, for example, if you are in roll MBA and your roll number is 01 and your name is whatever your name is, you can use your name over here. You can use it in continuation without space or with space, I don't care, with your underscore and the brand that you're. Now, this will basically help me identify each and every one of you separately from the MBA group. Okay, you must understand you'll be having 60 MBA students. So it will be very difficult for me to put every project in a different folder. Again, I will be needing to zip it in different folders so that everything is maintained and people are not submitting and then they are not getting scored for that. Then I will be having something like around 20 MBA IB students, about 20 MBA IBF students and 20 MBA HA students, hospital administration students. Now, in this way, your roll numbers would be from 1 to 60 for the MBA, 1 to 20 or 21 or whatever for MBA IB, similarly for IBF and similarly for HA. Remember that all should be in capitals. So don't try to make any small caps, because that will give me a level of similarity. In case I want to convert it into a data file, or in case transport it into a database, I can actually do that in terms of the file names, and then probably recall it from there. So that will be very, very helpful for me. So I will just save this as well. Leave it. I'll do that later. Uh, Now, I hope this is clear to all of you. Uh, I will be sending it a copy in your WhatsApp group as well, so that it'll be clear for all of you. So I hope this was clear. Where you are going to send, what is the email ID, and what exactly is the format of the file that you're going to create, the file name.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, excellent.
And so
If
the
there
last date is 25th of May at 10 a.m., right?
Yeah, at 10 a.m. 25th May, 10 a.m. So I would like you to please do that before that. So the simple reason is that you should try to. We still have 18th today. This was told long time back. So 25th is 25th of May, because we've got to take care of certain other important issues as well for resolving it, because I have to actually sort that out, and then give you scores that exactly is due upon you, and then probably tabulate that, because after that we'll be having our Viva-VOC examination or sessional examination or whatever, depending upon the instructions from the chairman and the dean, or the controller of examination, or the competent authority. So that's something that I wanted to discuss it about. If there is any other query that is there, I'm ready to answer that as well. Any of you might be having a query. Let me tell you another very important issue at this point of time. The marks that you're going to get in your assignment, it will be factored with the number of sessions also that you have, the number of classes that you have attended. It will be factored with that as well. So not only your assignment is important, because that's a 70-mark assignment, but then that 70 marks will come factored from your attendance also, that exactly you have done. So somebody who has been very regular can get a higher factor, but somebody who is exactly not regular will unfortunately get a lower factor.
So what is the
that
cap? So what is the cap for attendance multiplier? For example,
multiplier is the numerator with the denominator, the total number of classes conducted by the number of classes that you presented.
no, so what I mean is, for example, someone who has done 80% of the classes and someone who
Yeah.
has done 100% of the classes. Right.
So 80%, you said it yourself.
Yeah. No, so what
That is the factor.
what I'm trying to say is, as we've been told that 75% is the cutoff for attendance.
No,
And
there is maybe that is cut off for the attendance. 75% attendance cut off for you to appear in the examination, but this is no examination.
Right, sir.
So the percentage is what the factor you said yourself.
But sir, due to pandemic, sir,
I know, but that is why we are doing it online.
And even if I wasn't sick, I was trying to help others in the city.
No,
or
maybe, but then how do I rate your presence in terms of my session?
So put a cap
You can as well study it and write.
Sir, some students have been not well for the past few days.
I
What about
understand.
those?
So we that is why 75% of the assignment is being taken. We're not taking an entrance, a whole sessional examination. A whole examination is not taking. So we have to have some level of differentiation, isn't it? Somebody who done 100%, why shouldn't they be given some sort of differential? Tell me.
Like, sir, some people are suffering from COVID, so they can't
I
attend the
know, I know.
class.
They're
Yeah.
just stuck. See, I'll be taking a call on that. So they don't need to worry about that. I know who's suffering from COVID, and I have a track of all that. So you can leave that to me. Don't worry about that. But people who have been taking things for a ride, and people who have not been there, even we know that as well. So we need to differentiate between people who have been serious and people who have not been serious. That should reflect, because one day you come up and you pick up something and you put it there, and then you say that why should I not get 100%? There must be some reason for that. So that factoring is done by every teacher. All the teachers are factoring on that, because that's a standard protocol which is being followed. So you have to maintain your level of seriousness in your class, because that is why we exactly are very careful with the number of sessions we are doing, the course that we are covering, the syllabus, and the assignments. It's not that things are going to be very easy, even if it's online, because everything is getting recorded. Because that is why you're not using my standard, but you're using a university ERP system, which exactly is the um, university suite which we are using, because it is all getting recorded. So we know every day the presence level, attendance level. So everything can be worked out. So for every session we have a log. Every day is getting recorded. Every session we are doing, we are having it on records. So we have everything in place. The entire database
Hello,
is
sir.
maintained. Yes, yes, Razi.
Sir, my question is, sir, how can you know that someone is in the line of oxygen cylinder and someone is on bed?
Huh?
While you were saying we know that. So you were saying that you know who are facing problems and
Yeah.
who are not serious. So, sir, how can you
How do I
identify that?
know?
Sir, there were many among us who were in the lines of oxygen cylinder at Kasimpur, right from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. So nobody can know who were really facing problem and who were
No,
not.
we know people who
My point is
exactly
this.
are in the front, who are helping people. We know who all are. See, Razin, you should at least understand that we are teachers, right? So definitely we have crossed the levels that you currently are in, and Alhamdulillah, we have our network. We know things. We know people have been very, very helpful even in this group. We know who all have been doing great amount of work for everyone and anyone. So we would not be going into all those details, but the simple question is, I'm not challenging also why people did not work, or why people did not go and help out people. It's not that. It's your personal wish. If you want to be helpful, you are doing it for value addition of your care factor for your society and for your community and for the humankind per se. It's a duty for all of us to be of use to the society and the environment we are from, and that is the very reason for individuals to very exist. But the point is, let us not try to drag down into simple things like scores and things like that. This is a great job. This is a lifetime job that exactly is trying to help somebody in such a sort of a situation or a crisis. And I wouldn't be backing out from that. So don't worry about that. Leave that to me. Yes, but objectivity, we have to maintain the objectivity factor. I'm not saying that somebody is not doing work, or somebody is not helping people, and I'm not berating anybody. I know all of you have been very, very sensible, very sensitive, and the most important thing is taking care of yourself. If you've done that, that is great. If you're helping others, that is even greater. And if you're assisting people who are really need help, that is commendable. That is very acceptable and respectable, and has to be given a lot of credit or level of recognition as well. So we will factor everything. Don't worry. We will take care of it. Yes, Arif.
Sir, I want to ask that in this whole assignment, how much marks
Yes.
will the attendance will be taken? What will be
No,
the weightage of the
attendance will not
attendance?
be given any marks. Attendance will not be given any marks. Like we will not be saying that so many marks we'll giving. We'll just factor it with attendance. Let's say
So,
somebody has got 70 out of 70. Okay.
okay.
And the person has done 100% attendance. So that means he's going to get 70.
And what if he has done
He's done
75%?
90%. 9 into 7, 63. You're getting it? 63 out of 70 would be.
Okay,
You've
sir.
done, you're getting my point.
Yes, sir.
Leave it to me on those factors, but depending upon, because you know, somebody who's done 100% class must not feel cheated. That, but if he's done a hopeless assignment and he's just got 35 out of 70, even with 100% marks, he's going to get just 35. You're getting my point.
But sir, the thing is that
So, but
there
it
must be
will
some
be wrong
personal
for the
issues
people
also.
who were ill and they didn't attend the class
Yes,
because
sir.
they were
Uh,
ill.
There
but
could
then
be
they
some
were ill for how long?
personal reasons.
How long were they ill for?
So, 3, 4 classes most
Yeah,
of the
3, 4
time
classes is not a
go.
problem. 3, 4 classes out of say something like around 40 classes or 50 classes. 3 classes
Sir,
is what?
around I think around uh 25 or 26 classes has been done. Till now 30 classes has been done.
30 classes have been
Done. So sir, the gap
uh-huh. Now we
for
will be
people
having
will.
more classes. The classes are going to be on. So people who have not been regular should try to see that we are going to be having more number of classes. We are going to having double the number of classes. You have uh, 2 classes per day, which is going to start. Arif, were you there in the early session today?
No, sir.
We talked about, okay. Probably if you can look into your WhatsApp group, I have rescheduled the classes to 2 classes
Yes, sir.
per
Sir,
day.
that has sir. My point is that till now, suppose there are 30 classes. 30
Okay.
classes has been done from 22nd Feb.
Hmm.
So from tomorrow that you have sent, so there are two hours. So they will be counted two classes or one class.
No, 2 classes.
So that means tomorrow there will be 32 classes.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. That's my point. Because if someone has in 30 and someone has in 25
No,
classes,
no,
so the
no, no, no.
percentage gap will be very much because
No, no,
days
no.
are very less.
No, no, no. Will be common for everybody. I'm not going to do this sort of biasness. Arif, don't worry. Don't worry, Arif. I will see to it that none of you is penalized for any sort of a mistake that has not been done. The system is not going to come into any sort of a way. Okay, you can be rest assured of that.
So one
Okay.
more thing, sir, I want to
Yes,
say is that
yes, Mohit. Are you satisfied?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Mohit.
actually the thing is, sir, that student, it's not that they are not willingly not doing the class, but the problem is all of us are facing so much. I mean, there have been so much tension and worries in our house also, so we could not attend the class. So assigning marks on that basis of attendance,
No,
sir,
no, no.
it's
I'm not assigning marks on the basis of attendance. You're not getting my point, Mohit. See, I'm not saying that I'm going to give you 20 marks for attendance. I'm not saying that. If that would have been done, it would have been a dangerous thing. आप समझ नहीं रहे मेरी बात को. अगर मैंने ये कहा होता कि मैं 50 मार्क का असाइनमेंट लूंगा, 20 मार्क का अटेंडेंस दूंगा, तो जिसने असाइनमेंट किया उसको तो 50 में ही मिलेगा और जिसको अटेंडेंस नहीं किया उसको तो 20 में कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. You're getting my point. But when I'm going to give you a factor is a lesser percentage. It's in fractions. So I'm taking care of that. But
okay,
then
sir.
classes तो करना ही होता है ना भाई. अगर आप अभी
Yes,
क्लास कर ही तो रहे हैं,
yes, that
आज का
is
भी तो
necessary,
अटेंडेंस
sir.
होगा.
Yes, of course, sir.
तब
But
मुझे पता है सबके साथ में चैलेंजेस है, बट देन कुछ ना कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिविटी, वरना तो फिर करने की जरूरत ही क्या थी. फिर तो मैं ऐसा कर देता कि भाई ऐसा है कि चलो 50 क्लास हो गए, आपने अपना पढ़ लिया, असाइनमेंट जमा कर दिया, मार्क्स मिल गया, खत्म, खलास, बात खत्म. क्या जरूरत है इतना सब करने की? कोई तो वजह होगी.
okay, sir, I got you.
हाँ, गुड. सो आई होप यू आंसर्ड. यस. So are we good, all of us?
Sir,
Yes, Arham.
some of the students aren't added in the group yet.
They're not.
Added in the group.
Why?
We recently joined, so
No.
we
If you've
aren't added.
recently joined, I cannot do anything about that. Who did you join recently, Arham?
Yes, sir. This is my first class today.
Okay. So then probably you need to discuss it out. Like for example, we're going to be you got to talk it out with the chairman and the dean about it. I cannot do anything about it because we will be. I do not know how exactly because there was a last date. Now,
Sir,
if there's a university policy, we will have to go with the university policy. Because I cannot take a call on that. You have to talk to the chairman and the dean. Why did they admitted you so late?
Sir, some
NRI
NRI students recently
हाँ
enrolled,
नहीं
sir.
ठीक है तो एनआरआई के लिए हो सकता कोई अलग पैरामीटर होगा वी विल हैव टू आस्क कि एनआरआई के लिए क्या पैरामीटर है
Okay.
because technically you have not done any classes at all
Yes.
so you can't be rated as equal as people who have done 100% of the classes maybe because of no fault of yours I'm not saying that you are a fault you were admitted late probably if they have given you late admission they would give you some sort of leverage or they will let us know on what basis you have to be evaluated because I have to evaluate every student different. I can't be using the same perspective for you as well, isn't it? Otherwise, you could have joined in about, I would have said that in 3 months more time because you're going to have another entrance examination in 3 months time. Another MBA examination is going to happen in 3 months time. You're going to have, so you could have joined then. But then if there's a delay by the system, you are not at a fault. But then we'll have to ask the system how to address these issues. Because let me tell you, I am still about 2 days ago, I was getting inputs to add people. So I asked the question, but then I did not receive any answer. So you are not at a fault, but since you have been admitted, you will be incorporated. Don't worry about that.
Currently, the dean office and the management department's offices are closed.
I know. So you cannot seek a input, but this is not your fault. Okay. So if the system has incorporated you, we will have to follow what the system has to say about that. So you don't have to worry. I'll have to discuss it with the system how to address these issues. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
But you have to do your classes from tomorrow because now since you are admitted, so you have to be
you.
there
Yes, yes,
regular.
please regulate on that.
Please.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Hari.
Sir, right now you told Mohit that you have not given any weightage to the attendance, that you have not differentiated 20 marks for attendance or
No. I've not given
sir,
any
but
20.
sir, somehow you were saying that factors are same. Somehow it will be the same only that if a person has got 50% attendance in his classes, so marking will be 35. His marks will be 35. So somehow it's coming to that point only that we are
See,
getting
Ari.
marks on the basis of attendance.
Hmm. So
So sir, so why it shouldn't be on the basis of how the work we have done
no,
in our assignment?
see, if we have something like approximately the n number of classes from tomorrow, and nobody does any class, what do I do with that?
Sir,
Okay, since sir, then count it from tomorrow.
yes,
I
sir.
mean,
No, you can't count it from tomorrow.
do the assessment from tomorrow. That from tomorrow the
No,
students do classes. I mean, we will inform all the students that
no.
it
You
is
need not
compulsory to
inform
do classes
people.
of.
People who exactly 75, 76 students who are here. 76 is a major number, isn't it?
Yes, sir. But I mean to say, in the last time there was serious problem in everyone's house. I think
So
I
and we
know.
were
I
not
can
That
say
is
from
why we are
my
having
side
it
that it was
online.
no, sir.
That is why we are
Yeah,
having it online
and
classes.
I couldn't attend the classes because I had some problem, and then it comes
No.
like
If you
I don't
had a
know.
problem, see, I told you, na, there was a problem right now which says somebody, Arham Tareen, also said, wherein he said that he was never admitted because he was an NRI. Now, how would you answer that?
So NRI, I am also an NRI, and I can tell you that NRIs, the date of attendance counted as their first date of attendance, and from there on, their attendance is counted. Before that, it
So
becomes
we'll have to take a policy. That's why I said, now we have to take a policy matter decision, because you cannot tell me how it is done and what is not done. Because this is a protocol. The ordinances are laid down for different students when they are admitted, when their dates of attendance is counted, and what exactly is there. This is all there in the ordinance. The ordinance has been laid down. So we'll take a call from there. We'll take a call from when the office opens. We will tell them that when were they admitted and what exactly will be their requirement, prerequisite requirement. We can't be giving it a free for all, isn't it? So we'll take a call from the inputs which exactly are received from the office concerned. So we will be taking a call from there. Yes. Anybody else with any other query? Okay. So it's nearly about 1:05 right now. So I think what we can do is we can have yes, Gokul.
So what will be the file format? Document or PDF?
You can put it in a PDF format. You can put it in a doc format. I have no problem with that. You can put it in a doc format. A doc can be converted into a PDF. A PDF is actually a non-editable format. To in fact convert it. If you are comfortable in Word, you give it to me in MS Word. If you're comfortable in PDF, you give it to me in PDF. Okay, so there is no standard condition on the format of the file for the assignment, right? So any other query? So you'll be getting 2 attendances for today's session. Those of you who have joined this today's session. That of course we had a lot of deliberation and discussion in context of certain important aspects, and from tomorrow onwards we'll be having our regular sessions. I would be sending you the links, and please connect at the stipulated time, and we'll be continuing with our sessions. So that's about it for the day. Please stay safe. Please stay secure. Take care of yourselves. This is the most important thing, because we are still not away, and in case it's important, please get yourself vaccinated, because this is the only way you can get some level of security that you're not going to be in a deeper situation. Please get yourself vaccinated. That is a very, very important thing. This is the only thing that you can do right now beyond keeping yourselves safe and staying away from this menace. Okay, with that, I think we'll come to an end of this session. Thank you
So,
very much. Yes, yes,
I
Zainab.
have a question.
Yeah,
So
go ahead, go ahead.
the company I've chosen, it's Procter and Gamble, right? But they
Okay,
have a range of segments. So as you earlier said
yeah,
that I can choose either of the segments. But even in
yeah.
the segments, I have to choose one brand, right? Because
So
the marketing mix.
we have talked about this in product mix, isn't it? There's a product line, product width, isn't
Yes,
it,
sir. So
Zainab?
that's what I'm asking. So I just
Ah,
have to write about one brand among the segments, right?
see, Zainab, it's not like what you have to write. It is worth 70 marks. So that mark should basically tell you the amount of content that you need to create. You can't say that I can just write about Procter and Gamble and some healthcare product that they're making, and that's about it. You have to see to it in that context as well. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. So all the best. Thank you very much for this session. We'll be continuing with further sessions. Please be available, and it's in your own interest to attend the sessions, but they are going to be value adding your knowledge content, and that's a prerequisite requirement for this program. Uh, I can only speak about marketing management, but then there are other programs also. I cannot speak about them. but the general orientation remains the same for the entire MBA curriculum. Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you,
with
sir.
this,